know how to start these things. Belly out. Honestly, these jeggings, they're not meant to be buttoned unless you're like doing things. Like there's just like it's not. You know what I mean? It's like they're stand up pants. They're not sit down pants, and that's fine. Anyways, I'm wearing my new hoodie, which is also a Christmas gift. I'm shook. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think they were gonna give me a Christmas gift. Not because I think that they're fucked up or anything. I was just like, man, y'all already did a lot for me, so I didn't really expect for y'all to do nothing more. But I'm kind of dead. I want y'all to read the back of this, like badly. Like I said, these are like if I'm standing up, I'm good. But if I'm sitting down, bitch, why? Why would I do this to myself? I'm not. We're hanging out. It's not that deep. Your granny do it too. Your mama do it too, baby. It's okay. Anyways, but no, I'm trying to show you all the back of my hoodie, cause as soon as I seen the hoodie that they gave me, I fucking screamed. What's up? Hey babies, what up? In those jeans, looking scrumptious, very sexy. I know it's not the lyrics, but I still wanted to say it. Okay, bitch, hold up. Bitch, can you read? Can you read this shit? I fucking died. It said disappointed but not surprised. I'm like, bitch, you know what? If I could be a sweatshirt, it would be this one. But yeah. Anyways, I just want to say hello. I'm at my friend's house. I also feel like one of the other things is like I didn't even really think about it, but when you live with a child, like you automatically are like in a different type of environment. And so I do feel like there was just like a different type of energy because it's like, we're trying to keep it consistent. We're trying to keep it smooth and cute and like, babe, like, I just feel like I was trying to stay away from everybody, like sit outside with my feelings, my troubles, and I just feel like I was interpreted all types of ways, like during my period of fucking crisis, and like it is what it is at this point. Like I'm just like, I just want to be around people that see me, and I feel like just to kind of like put a pin in like the ending of everything, like me and the baby and Aaron, like we had donuts this morning and hung out. And I mostly was cleaning up, honestly, because I did not prioritize cleaning up like the day before. I prioritized getting a good night's rest, to be real. And then so I woke up early this morning and, just was sweeping and cleaning up. And I discovered so many of my old things, like things that I thought for sure were gone forever, but they're not. What up, Mish? Hope you're doing well. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think of like what to update with because I feel like after we left, um, yeah, we came straight here and they dropped me off and I brought my things in. I called, actually, Royal called me. They're at like the eye doctor. They're gonna come over and I'm really excited because I like being here. I do, but like, I do want my sib with me. Like, I do miss their presence and their energy. And so I'm excited to just like have the space. I need to get some fucking water, bitch. I'm like severely dehydrated. I'm grateful to have the time here. Also, my friend that I'm staying with, like, they're like the baking friend. They're the friend with the stand mixer. Like, they're the one that's like, they sent me a text. They were like, you can eat whatever you want. They're like, just don't eat the ham because we need to figure out what we're gonna do with it for Christmas. And I was like, now we need to figure out what our ham plan is. Like, that's what I want to focus on right now. But in the meantime, in between time, bitch. In the meantime, in between time. Ooh, and it's ice. Bitch, I haven't had ice in so long. Bitch. It's the little things, bitch. It's the little things. fuck? Like, we got a tiny fridge in the last house, and I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm just saying, bitch, like, sometimes you just want a real cold drink. Real cold. Like, dang, bitch, the little things. Oh my god, India Ari. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. And then a sample of a baby laughing. That's what they were doing. Anyways, oh wait, they said there was filtered water. But they said they got water that's filtered. Uh, oh! Oh! Yes, bitch, honestly. But also, this is like unrelated to everything. But I'm a little scientist and I wanted to experiment with the mushroom syrup that I made, which I need to get in the freezer immediately. But it turned into sorbet. It was honestly very amazing texture, very soft, but it's pure mushroom juice. Pure. And so I had some earlier for just a little sweetener for my water because I was thirsty, but I wanted some lemony water. And I was like, I'm gonna just test this out and be a guinea pig. And here's the thing, I did mushrooms yesterday, but like not a lot, like a very little bit. But that shit, oh my god. Whoa. So I'm excited. I really need some guinea pigs. If somebody wants to hit me up and try one of my tinctures, let me know. I would prefer people that never tried mushrooms before, but listen, if you want to check out the potency, that's cool too. Um, but yeah, definitely trying to figure it all out and learn. Hey Mara, look at you on time. I'm making it. What up? The move has been amazing. I took a poop in their bathroom and it felt stupendous. Not saying the other house didn't have a good spot to poop, but the other house, you know, I was dealing with a baby. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of taking a dookie and the baby would be like, I gotta use the bathroom. And I'm like, all right. You know, like one time I was peeing, the baby just popped up and was like, I gotta go pee. I was like, all right. And I just left. That's wild, bitch. Like, this, like, living with the baby is how I know, like, I could never be a parent. I really could never do it. It's so much. It's really so much. Like, whoa, you gotta talk so much. Wow, you know? It's a lot. And part of me wonders, like, how much stress, like, they were already experiencing before I even got there. And, like, how me being there may have compounded it, you know? Because, like, kids act different when it's just their parents. They do act different when it's a when a new person comes around. And there are definitely times where she would try to use me to get her way, or she would say stuff to me to like get me confused, or get me to like get her something that she would like. I would always have to be like go ask because she be just running to me like and she be trying to run to me to tell me some stuff about her own parent, and I'm like trying to get her to understand like it's okay, like you're feeling disappointed, that's okay. But it definitely was a lot. Because I remember one time I was just trying to go outside and smoke, but the baby asked me something. And 45 minutes later, I'm finally going outside. And I'm like, man, you could really just get caught up with a baby. Like, you could really just, you trying to do something and then your energy's gone. You don't even want to do the thing no more. So I feel like I'm trying to just like come around to again, just the nuance of everything. And I feel like I know I was like saying a lot of things about how like me and Aaron won't be friends, we'll be acquaintances. And like when they were dropping me off, I could tell she was trying to like tell Evers like, ask Honeybee if they want to come over and watch a movie sometime. You know what I mean? And so that really made me happy. And I told Aaron to her face, I was like, I'm interested in repairing ruptures. Um, I would love to watch a movie with y'all. And low key, when we were right before I was leaving, the baby was talking about Super Mario Brothers, and I don't think they really know about video games like that. Like, I feel like they know about games, but they don't know about like holding controllers and shit like that. And so I'm gonna be teaching them how to play video games. I'm actually really excited, because again, like there's so many like video games that I probably will have never heard of that she might like. So I'm excited about that. And like I think there's also like ways to like get like simulators to where like you're on PlayStation, but you can play like old the clay shooting game. You know what I mean? Like you could play like the old what is it? SNES, the old Segas and things of that nature. Cause I want to play Aladdin again. That was a good one. Um. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, bitch, at the end of the day, like, I see so much of myself in the baby, and then I also just see, like, just, like, I know that, like, when you are raised by a single parent, like, things are just a little bit more, it's a little bit more intimate. Like, I don't, like, there's nobody else to go to. Like, if they're mad at you or they're stressed the fuck out, that's just what the vibes are in the space. And so I'm just hoping, like, moving forward, like, they get to center more peace and joy. Cause, I don't think they're a bad person. I don't think they're a bad person. I feel like I have a lot of feelings about what happened, but at the end of the day, like, I'm trying to just be mindful of like what they did do, because it's like people don't have to sacrifice themselves for you. Like if they're feeling away, if they're done, if they're tired, like those are things that we just have to hear and like move around. And so I'm not trying to be on some, as I said, I'm not trying to be on some punishment because someone didn't do what I was hoping they would do, what they had said before. Like I'm just trying to remind myself, like, let's focus on what we got. Oh, bitch, you not getting my pen? The fuck? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bitch. I perceived a scam happening. I perceived a scam. Thank you. Honestly, I want to do the bottoms again. Like the curls did not curl. They crumped. The curls crumped. What? Why are you texting me right now like this? Where even are you, babe? You're 10 minutes away, babe. Oh, yeah, you're mad. That's okay, Michael. Oh, he's an old man. Okay. Sorry, bitch. Sorry. I have dinner coming for me and Royal, and the driver is like a very old man, and I just feel like sometimes like these elders like this ain't a old man's game. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be mean, but sometimes I feel like the elders they be like so like just difficult at times, and I'm just like, sweetie, why are you texting me? Like it was giving micromanaging. Like I was like, okay, like you're not close by. Like he's texting me like he around the corner. He's like, get it together, bitch. Like, okay. And when you're here, I'll be ready for you, sir. Yikes. But one cool thing about the mushrooms, honestly, is like I'm not craving smoking that bad, which I'm so grateful for because I'm really trying to just be more intentional about how much weed I smoke. I know I smoke a lot of weed. I know. I know. And for a long time, I was like, kudos. But at this point, I'm prioritizing getting high as fuck and then coming down, Because I be like, where are we trying to go? I had to ask myself, like, where are we trying to go, bitch? Because we are already. Where else are we trying to go? So I'm just trying to hold that, like, sometimes the smoking is not even just to get high, It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's very much like perhaps like a compulsion. But I also feel like it could also be regulation in ways. Like, you know how, like, cigarette smokers be thinking, like, they're smoking their cigarette and this, is getting them, but then, like, all the studies show that it's actually causing anxiety, but, like, their body is not seeing it that way. So I'm just trying to hold space. I'm not to the moon. I'm crying. Again, I'm not trying to judge nobody for smoking a lot of weed. Like, I love you. Enjoy yourself. I just feel like I've gotten too high recently. Very recently. It's been very recently that I can say that I've been too high. And I've had moments like, bitch, lowest of keys where I'm just like, sweetie, what do you really want? What are you trying to do? And it's moments like that have me sitting here like, damn, like, we'd be so, like, it's just so easy. I don't want to say to abuse, but it's so easy to overindulge. Like, it's very easy to overindulge at a certain point because, again, like, I'm not smoking just to smoke. Like, I'm smoking to feel better. And, like, what would make me feel better is, like, community, support, love, honesty. Like, there's so many other things. And, like, I feel like I'm focusing on weed. I'm not focusing on really getting my needs met. So that's my little epiphany after leaving that place. Like, because I over here fucking, I smoked twice today. And honestly, that's good for me. I know someone's probably like, bitch, it's 1 o'clock. Bitch, I can smoke a lot before 1 o'clock. Trust me. I really could. But I'm not even craving it. I'm taking my time getting my weed together. Like, you know? But a habit or a hobby, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I used to be excited to smoke weed. I used to be like, oh shit, you know, the dealer hit us back and we getting the weed and breaking it down, rolling it up, and now it's like I gotta get myself a little, you know, I gotta make up myself a little concoction, a little, you know, make myself a little salad so I can eat through the week, and through the week is actually all the day. And so, again, I also want to say for any Virgo placements, Saturn is in Virgo, like, bad. Like, Saturn really is on all y'all necks. So, if you are a Virgoan person, just know you're not crazy. Like, the shit not hitting like it used to. The drugs not drugging like they used to drug. The drink ain't drinking like it used to drink. It's not you. It's not you. It's just Saturn being like, get it together. You don't need it. But I'm dead as fuck because bitch, I feel like my friend that I'm living with right now, they're very adventurous. They're very adventurous people. And I just feel like they've adventured a lot and they're in that space because they're a Virgo too. And they're like, yeah, bitch, I ain't trying to smoke that much no more. And I'm like, I'm feeling you. I'm hearing you. That's real as fuck. So that's why we about to smoke outside. We about to smoke outside, and I'm really just, again, I'm trying to put myself on a weed diet. You know, I'm trying to get me one of those, like, you know how people be taking their medication and they be have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm really trying to be on that type of time where I only allow myself a certain amount of weed every day. And, you know, at the end of the week, you know, if I have some left over, I'll be like that. I'll give myself a reward. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm just trying to get to a point where, like, I don't feel like I gotta run to the weed, like, where I gotta, like, smoke the weed. Like, I wanna, like, the weed be smoking me at this point. I can honestly say that. Like, I'm out here getting smoked. So I'm trying to just make sure that I'm the one smoking the weed and the weed not rolling my ass up and smoking my ass because, woo! Yeah, it's just been, I feel like if it was a drink, I feel like I would have had several bottles. You feel what I'm saying here? And I think that that's the thing. When I say it was easy to overindulge in weed, I just mean like people don't see a bunch of bottles. You know what I mean? They don't see a bunch of, they don't smell that drink smell. If that makes sense what I'm trying to offer. Like, I feel like when you're smoking weed, people will really accept it. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't. Leave people alone. I'm speaking from my own experience that, like, when you are, like, getting way too high for yourself, who's going to notice that? I'm just saying it's very easy to not notice that people are getting way too high, people not really taking care of themselves. And I also feel like when you're smoking a lot of weed, you could just get hurt by accident as fuck very easily. Like, bitch, the amount of times my ass almost fucking fell the fuck over just off of getting up too quick after smoking a lot of fucking weed. And then I'd be laughing, but it's like, it's not really that funny. Not to mention, one time I did black out smoking a dab, so, and I did fall, and I did get a little bit hurt, and I just feel like, with that being said, like, when you're getting fucked up off weed or weed products, people don't really care, like, if it's overindulging. because again, nobody thinks it's that serious. And I'm not trying to like scare people or fearmonger. I just feel like when you're, indulging something really heavily, I think that, it's really up to you how you see it. I feel like for a long time I was just like, I like to smoke weed, but I think now I'm realizing weed is really something that keeps me sometimes in a holding pattern, and I be in a situation where I'm not supposed to be in it, and now I'm fucking, you know, now I'm coping with it through the weed. Now I'm connecting with it through the weed, and like, I don't want to do that. But I do want to smoke with y'all right now. Cause I don't know when my friend is gonna get the fuck out of their eye doctor appointment. I have no idea. But I just want to be like a candid person because, again, I love weed. I smoke it a lot. But I also feel like sometimes I'm not enjoying it because I'm just, like, again, I've just been very depressed and really sad. So I've been trying to focus on my behavior and like what I'm doing. Um, like real bad. Like real bad. Ooh, wait, sorry, but before I go though, I can't go outside just yet because that man just texted me like he was gonna fight me. Yo, honestly, I had somebody come earlier when we were getting our donuts. Like the person, 7571. Okay, I'm sorry, bitch. But the earlier this stud yelled at me. She was like, "Where's your?" That's weird. I'm really grateful. Hey, I'm not tripping.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much.
What's the PIN number?
Oh, 7571.
Thank you.
Yep. 7571. That man hated me. That man. That man hated my guts. Whoa. Like I said, these elders be trying to do these young people jobs, dog. And I'm not trying to be ageist. I'm just saying, like, bitch, let's be real. You don't want to be a motherfucking delivery driver, pop pop. You hate people, pop pop. Let's be clear. You don't like this shit, pop pop. I'm just saying. Like, he was really annoyed with me. Well, well, well. The back of the back of the back. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, they've been doing their thug dizzle. Growing things. But yeah, they're out here doing their thug dizzle. I'm so excited to sit in the grass. Oh my god, it's so soft. The softest grass. Maybe so. Maybe so. But yeah, he was like, my GPS told me you live somewhere else. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Just give me my burrito. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm talking to him, but I'm like, I'm starving. I want to eat you, sir. Like, please. Like, you might get ate. Just give me my bag. Like, stomach eating my spine. Absolutely. Listen, all my homies got gardens. It's very rare that I have a friend that isn't trying to grow something, which is important to me. Man. Wow. Like, bitch, I'm literally just sitting in like a bunch of like really amazing grass. And there's this grass that's just holding y'all, which I really love. Yes. Ah. Woo. It's exciting. Oh, bitch, yes. Bitch, I've been craving food court Chinese. Wait, what's your order though? Cause it really depends how that sesame chicken is looking. If that sesame chicken is looking good, I'll get that. But low key, if we're going to the mall, I'm looking for Sarku Japan. I want the veggies on the flat top grill. I want the extra brown sauce, like all of that. And I want a pretzel dog and some dipping pretzels with the cheese. Yes, and we might stop at a Cinnabon. And I'm gonna talk to the people and just see how they get down. Cause you never know, bitch. If you go at the end of the day to a Cinnabon, just pay attention. Just pay attention, bitch. Cause they be doing some shit called 3-2-1. It's not official. But they be like $3 for the big one, $2 for the little one, $1 for the littlest one. I'm telling you, bitch. They be doing like little short sales, bitch, at the end, at the food court, at the mall. But you gotta go at the end. Ooh, cheeseburger sub and fish and chips. Oh, bitch. What a fucking feast. Anthony, with the tips. With the tips. I appreciate you. It was wild. I rolled 2, but I feel like I just need 1, which is making me really happy. Cause I feel like I was smoking like 2 just to sit outside extra long. Like, you know, when you smoke a lot of, I feel like when you smoke an extra cig just to enjoy the break, like that's really what I was giving at that house. And it wasn't anything anyone was doing. I just felt overwhelmed, honestly, and overstimulated at times. But also, like, I felt like, you know, a burden. So I feel like I don't feel like that here, and so I'm not trying to like step into that role. Like, I'm gonna smoke this one and just go. But I really think I have to start taking mushrooms like every day, bitch, honestly, because taking them yesterday was hitting for me, taking them today is hitting for me. I think I might just start a little regimen and just see how I feel, see what happens. But I think it might be necessary. I'm feeling like very, very buoyant mentally today. I also feel like it's Sag season and a bitch moved. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like big moves during Sag season is just a sexy vibe. I don't think that this is all just grass. Oh, dude. I think some of this is onion. Ooh, work and you're hungry. Bitch, I'm hearing that. I hope that big feast hits. Like, bitch, that feast that I just got from me at Royal. I'm excited. And I just cleaned the tub out or the shower out because there's no tub here, just a shower. Rest in peace, bitch. I moved during a retrograde. That's true. That's wild. You're not supposed to do none of that. You're not supposed to make no deals, nothing. I'm not I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I definitely want to get some turkey tail. Because my friend said they saw some on some wood not that long ago. Listen, crowdfunding is... It's not linear. It's not linear. And honestly, Mara, one thing I want to stress is that people that are not going through housing insecurity are the ones that should be uplifting. So any folks that are here, if you know that you're not getting put out of your house, you know that you're in an okay situation, please consider like uplifting some people's flyers. Like, I'm currently like being housed, so I'm trying to like just lean into that reality. But I'm still looking for housing and trying to crowdfund myself. So let's just consider folks who are here. Mara, a very valued community member. If folks need information, like I have Mara's email. So if you need to get in direct contact with them, like please reach out to me and I'll send you Mara's email so you can help them crowdfund. Because let's be clear, a lot of folks are not willing to hold that. Like, it could be you, but if it's not right now, if you know it's not you right now, let's just try to connect with each other. Because again, nobody who's housing insecure should be fucking also trying to crowdfund to get money to get out of housing insecurity. It is hard as fuck to be housing insecure and be trying to keep the motherfucking faith. It's just not easy. So, Mara, thank you for breaking your silence, because more people need to do that shit than we'll ever really know. That's the truth of the matter is, Mara. Like, you're breaking silence, and I'm proud of you. But let's also hold, there's so many people that's probably here that's like, damn, me too. So if it's you two, reach out to me, bitch. You're not alone, bitch. Trust me. But also, if you can be supportive, yes, ask for Mara's Cash App. Ask for her email through me, because I have it. Ask for if she's comfortable posting. Mara, feel free to post your cash links if you'd like to. But for a more sustained support, y'all, we need to be sharing the GoFundMe. Like current donations, direct donations are always appreciated, but we also want to consider, we want to get her flyer, we want to keep it in the story, you know what I mean? We want to keep her flyer on a post. Like, let's just keep that in mind. And I know some of us are not even on the internet like that. What up, Tommy? We're talking about crowdfunding, and we're talking about how people who have housing are the people that should actually be sharing flyers and shit. If you see a GoFundMe for housing and you have housing, you're up, babe. You're up. You're up. I'm saying. I'm sorry. I know some people don't want to hear that, but that's like what needs to be happening, you know? People that don't have certain things should not be trying to ask for them. Some of y'all know what it's like to have them. Let's make sure everyone gets them too. So that's where I'm at with it. I also feel like, again, when it comes down to people crowdfunding, like in this real time moment, like, I'm grateful for people showing up, but I also really want folks to email me at marfmello@gmail.com to get Mara's email, to ask her for her direct flyer. Like, let's take a moment to break out of like the parasocial relationship and consider that this could be a real relationship, and it doesn't have to be one where it's like one-sidedly. Because again, I'm not saying do this shit because one day it'll be you, but let's consider that there is no multiple different classes. Like, there are people that have to work or else they don't have anything. And then there's people that have inheritance, access. And so it's really this or that. I know some people don't want to hear that. I know some people don't want to hold that, but it's the truth. There's only people who have to work for what they have and people that are able to get what they need and more by exploiting us who have to work. That's it. And I know it's annoying because you're like, damn, me and the person that has, you know, a mansion but isn't considered rich or wealthy. Well, let's consider this. If you are seeing someone as rich or doing better than you, like, it's hard to know, like, because people aren't always candid, but some people really are getting inheritance. Like, the lady upstairs in the attic, she literally told me, like, I'm not getting anything from my family, but I got some jewelry and one of my uncles left me some guns. And I'm like, you can sell them guns. And I feel like one day she probably will. But that is still you, again, being able to survive without having to work because you can just cash in your ancestors' money. That is not across the board. We're not all able to do that. And I know not all inheritance matters. I'll hold that. But 9 times out of 10, if you are getting an inheritance, there's just a level of like wealth exchange that's happening that's not happening for other people. And again, if we're moving in a practice of punishment, we can easily be like, fuck it, not everybody gets to fucking have housing or access. Like, when we're prioritizing the punishment system that we live in, we can be like, yeah, who cares that some people don't have food and some people have so much food that it just rots and it just goes bad and nothing ever gets like reshared or redistributed, you know? Like, I look at like the Kardashians sometimes. I only bring them up because like they're the easiest people to talk about. Like, they live in excess even with their food. Like, they literally like have like gardens and like buffet style food situations. And this is not to say like people shouldn't have like feasts, but it is to name that like being able to have that much food for like 3 people, 4 people, being able to like just maintain the household food that they're able to maintain. Like, those things mean that like food and access to like fucking just what you need to survive like becomes a part of like commodity and like capitalism. And so like you can go to the store and get bread for like $1, but like that bread is not going to be the same bread that somebody who spends $5 is getting. And the gag is the $5 bread is the bread made with like quality ingredients, but the $1 bread is made with all kind of dust and crust and rust, and you're expected to just eat that shit and move. Like, and again, I'm not trying to say that like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say at this point. I'm just trying to offer that like a lot of us are in the same class, but because we're able to order a DoorDash or go out the country, we become delusional about how we are in a different class bracket. Meanwhile, if you lose your job, if you get sick and can't go to work, if something happens in your housing situation and you're put out, those things will immediately spell like poverty to some people. Meanwhile, you was already in poverty if all it takes is one thing to happen to you and you're fucked. That's what I'm trying to offer. Like, a lot of us are not holding that, like, it just isn't us yet. And the thing is, I say yet because the world we live in is disabling us all the time. The world we live in isn't offering us a lot of tools to not be to maintain our ability. We're not always able to maintain our ability. And again, getting back to my original point, when we're crowdfunding, when we're saying like, hey, I need money to get housing, hey, I need money to eat, I need money to get whatever the fuck, like, people will really be like, oh, you're begging, you're trying to take advantage. And it's like, no, that person just needs support. And if we lived in a society that saw support as like normal, it wouldn't even be a thing. But we don't see it that way. And again, it's important for us to keep on waking it up that like everybody deserves support. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you as a person. Like, you being a good person or not isn't why people should support you. Michaela, yes. Mara, I wish I could hug you and get high with you and go out to eat with you for real. And just like try to dream of like better. Cause it's wild. Like, I always thought like in the UK, like it was different. Like, I always thought there was like at least more access in a particular way. But I feel like that shit is not. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of just a lot of gaslighting from like outside sources about like how America is like the only place that does shady stuff, and it's like, no. I'm Dead Star Mac. Hello. But yeah, no, like you being told you're not eligible for housing or education is so fucking wild. Cause it's like, wouldn't you want, like, I don't understand, but I do, but it's hurtful. Cool beats. That's an important thing to name, because rich people rely on the government as well. Like, if y'all only knew how much America's corporate class are embedded with Israel, bitch. And so they're actively trying to silence people. Like, I don't know if y'all been seeing billboards, but the Israeli government been buying billboards in Detroit. It's so creepy. Like, there's billboards being like, Hamas is your problem too. Colonizer, get back. Oh my God. Colonizer, real loud, bitch. Talking about some Jew.org. Bitch, I'm shook. I'm shook as hell. Yeah, again, I'm not trying to like dismiss people who are fucking going through different layers of the colonizer project unfolding. The propaganda is very intense. Yeah, I heard New York, the billboards are wild too. Cause like they use y'all subway system as an arm of propaganda. Like that's the shit that always blows me too. It's like, damn, there's no safe space from ads, bro. Like, yo, I watched this TikTok and this man was being like, yo, I'm starting to get mad every time I see ads. He's like, I want to just like, I just want to fight. Like, and I'm like, yo, I've been there, bitch. I've been getting angry. Like these ads is getting crazier and crazier, bitch. Oh my god, not just the ones about Hamas, like just all ads, period. Like they're all, and then they be tricking you, dog. You be thinking you about to watch a video, you about to get some information, and it's all an ad, but it's like, it's very subtle, and it's like, whoa, damn, I can't get away from y'all. Like, y'all really want my money, every damn dollar. Fuck. If they ain't selling me skincare, they try to sell me some gummies to regulate something going on in my mental health. Motherfucking, I don't know how many bitches try to sell me a planner. I don't know how many bitches try to sell me a planner. Bitch, everybody and their god brother got a planner to sell this year, don't they, bitch? Woo, I'm about to just go get me a notebook and a fucking Sharpie. Like, the way y'all are really about to go get me a little cork board, a little calendar on it or something. Like we doing planners this year, I see. It's a year of the plan, I see. But I'm just happy to be closing out this year in a safer space, honestly, because, bitch, the way I needed to scream to the skies. I don't feel like screaming today, though. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I just feel good as fuck, bitch. Like, I feel like that mushroom really did punch me, like, in my nervous system and was like, it's okay, bitch. You're gonna be okay. But I did not think so. Like, and I feel like that's a very like, bitch, low-key, I really had to sit with like my fire sign, my fire moon, because yes, I have a Capricorn stellium, but my Venus my Venus and Aqua and my Taurus rising and my Sag moon are really like the planets that I think are really running things for me a lot of times. And so I'm just trying to like really tap into them. Mara, talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. And I have to talk about my own self. Like, if I didn't have a following online, like, I don't feel like I would even hit a portion of my goals. Like, I routinely see people that I like, I'll see, like, flyers of people, and it'll just say valued community member, and I always try to uplift those over ones where it's like a very like well-known person, not to be shady, but to just acknowledge, like, we don't need to know your name. We don't need a pic of you with your dog. We don't need to perform like we're so worthy because, hi, do you remember me from Tumblr? We don't need to do that. Like, we're all fucking worthy, but I know that like those ones with like the no name, just some text, people will overlook those very easily. So I do want to hold that, like, there's a performance of poverty that people expect, especially when you do have a platform. Like, people do expect you to like do the whole like, hey guys, like, I'm going through, like, they expect that shit. And it's really sick because, again, when I say they, I just mean like the audience of people that will help you do expect you to like be naming it, do expect you to be like, you know, sitting there and holding court like clearly. Because I feel like anytime I ever needed support and I was like not as like, I feel like in this instance of crowdfunding, I've been like under posting, and I feel it. I feel how under posting is like not, I'm not getting my needs met. But I've also been trying to tap people that have access. Oh, definitely. Absolutely. Like, I feel like I had YouTube before Tumblr, I believe. I had YouTube before Tumblr. Yeah. Yeah, cuz I recently went to the beginning of my Tumblr, and I noticed something that I forgot for a long time, that like my Tumblr started off as a weight loss blog, which I know probably seems insane, but I had a convo with somebody, my friend that I'm living with actually, about how like like trigger warning for like weight loss and like talking about fatness in a way that could, you know, could be triggering for someone. I'm sorry for like even going into this like without even just mentioning that, but I just want to be candid that like I'm talking about like my old life because I don't know how many people like go to the beginning of Tumblrs that they used to follow, but I definitely was trying to track my water, trying to track my calories. I was on livestrong.com, and my friend was talking about how like they were at Weight Watchers, and like I remembered like my freshman year of college when I was absolutely on Tumblr. I remember telling my friend on the way to go to college, I was like, look at me right now, because like I had bought some weight loss pills, and I was planning on like taking them. Like I was really planning on like taking these weight loss pills, trying to get smaller. And I'll never forget, I fucked around and seen a video of how the weight loss pills was about to work, because I was a little curious, and I had never taken them, but I was like kind of, you know, I was trying to get ready, you know, because like in my mind I was just like, yeah, like I'm gonna be skinny, you guys. Like I was really like just very much like wanting to. And again, I feel like the pills came from my mom. Like my mom was like on her pill shit. Like her friend Janet had lost a bunch of weight and told my mom about these pills. And so I watched this video while I was in college, and like I had just got a laptop. I hadn't had like a laptop, like a personal computer really. So I was Googling, and I found a video of somebody opening up the capsules that I bought and putting them in water, and I noticed like this really gross like yellow goop that just started to like expand and expand and expand. And at some point there were people like talking in the video about how by taking these you'll lose your hair because you're not getting the nutrients you need. Like it was very much a video trying to like expose that like this wasn't going to help you lose weight. It was going to kill you. It was going to put you in a situation where your body wasn't getting enough nutrients because you will be feeling full, you'll be feeling stuffed, and so your brain will tell you not to eat. Meanwhile you're starving. And so there were people talking about their teeth were falling out, their hair was falling out, their skin started to turn yellow, just so many things. And that shit fucked me up. And so I threw them shits away. Cause I was like, yeah, I don't want to die off fucking trying to get skinny. It's not that worth it for me. But in the beginning of like my Tumblr career, I was absolutely like trying to like get like lose weight, like for real. And I can't tell you what the switch was, for real. Like, I can't say that I wanted to stop losing weight because of those pills, but I just knew the pills wasn't going to be the move. And then I started going to the gym. I started going on mad long walks. Like, I was doing a lot, but then, bitch, I'm going to be so for real. I started eating a lot of fries, bitch. And there was just so much good food. And I just feel like the more that I was, like, going on these walks and discovering all these good places to eat, I was like, you know what, bitch, if I'm supposed to have a big back, I'm supposed to have a big back. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fight my big back if my big back ain't going to fight me. And that's where I'm at with it. I was just like, you know what? This food is tasty. Every time people say nothing feels as like skinny feels, like they were like when people say, and this is a very like pro anorexic, pro bulimia, but like people were like, oh, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. And I just never believed, you know, I just never believed that. Like, it just never hit for me. Like people would say that shit and I'll be like, I just don't believe it. Like I've had creme brulee, like I want to eat more of it. And then also, bitch, the people I'm staying with, the partner to my friend, because like my friend's partner, we're not that close. We've chatted a very little bit. We do not know each other like that. But I found out this motherfucker made a giant creme brulee, like a giant creme brulee with the blowtorch, sweetie. And they're making creme brulee cookies when they get back, sweetie. Bitch, burrito bowls, tacos too, but fucking carnitas, fuck I look like not eating. Right. Right. Crawfish Rotel. Okay, Michaela, let me know you have culture. Right. Aw, I'm super glad to hear that. I hope Lily doing good. But yeah, no, I realized thankfully in 2007 when I was in my freshman year of college that I actually don't mind being a fat bitch and it's actually going to be okay. And honestly, best decision I ever made for my career. I went for graphic design. I wanted to make album art. I wanted my designs to like really shake the table. At this point, to be real, I really want to direct movies. Like I really want to I want to write scripts. Like I have so many ideas. Like, bitch, like me and my friend were talking about like just horrors, like things that only people of color will think is horror, like a horror that a white person could never understand. And we were talking about Get Out, and that's how we got on the topic. And I was just like, man, there's so many things white people would do that they'll never see as like horror. Like, you know how they be doing that little smile, like I can't do it, bitch. You can't be having lips. It's hard, but like when they be doing that, like I be getting scared as fuck. What? Oh my god! But they don't realize, and they do it so much. I wonder if that's like a tick, a nervousness or some shit. I don't know. But they be like, I'm so sorry, bitch. But that shit be killing me out. I be like, cause I know some black folks think that that's the I'm calling the police smile. Like I'm trying to pretend like everything's okay because I actually already called 911 in my pocket and the call's still running. Keep talking, bitch. Like, that's what I interpret it as. No, excuse me. That's what black folks interpret it as. Me, off hearing that, I'm always like, what does it mean? Like, are you about to become the police? Are you about to graduate to copness? Word. I appreciate y'all all for being anthropologists in this moment and speaking on white culture. Truly appreciate. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. I'm just grateful to be in a space where I feel like white people are very curious about like what my behavior is, So I'm hoping that gets to maintain. They also told me that they're not going to charge me any rent. I was like, hey, yo. They also told me that the two things that they really care about in terms of like contributions, because like I feel like I wanted to get that out on the table like real early, because it's not like I am like I did not expect for them to charge me no rent, but I do want to be equitable with them because it's not like I can't do anything. And so we have a couple different arrangements, but I things that I feel comfortable to share. They basically were like, it's like we're not the best at like scooping our cat's litter box, and I was like, done and done. And then they said that they're not the best at dishes, which is funny because they actually usually have a full sink of dishes whenever I come visit. And today, like when I came to visit, they don't, which is like, LOL. Like, y'all just don't have no fucking dishes out today. I love that. But because they only requested that I like be on top of like two things as far as cleaning, I just decided to do like a deep clean while they're in Chicago, because like real talk, I want the house to start off at like super clean, because then it'll be so much easier to maintain, especially with an added person. And like, I don't know, I just also feel like the friends that I'm staying with, like, they're both like super like creative techie. Like, they're not the kind of people that are like, we're gonna clean every week. And so that's my thought process, is like trying to get on the schedule for myself, because like while I'm houseless, like it's really hard to like get a routine going, or it has been challenging. But I think living here, it'll be easier for me to like get a routine going, because I want to be the kind of person that like has a day that they do this, has a day that they do that, and like try to stick to that shit as much as possible, just because I want to go into like my new housing that I'm gonna be living at like with just better behavior because I'm really good at like not having a schedule, not having any kind of idea of what the fuck the day is gonna bring. And sometimes like that feels great, but a lot of times like it's not feeling great anymore. Like, it's feeling very scary to not know what I'm gonna do or like what's gonna happen next. And I also feel like I need to make some changes. Like, I have a person that I'm working with, and their schedule when it comes to me, like, it's not the best. And so I'm now in a new space where you know, I'm just trying to like set better boundaries around like what I'm gonna allow. And that's scary, but I'm excited. Here's the thing. The fact that we had a convo about rent like doesn't mean that there can't be other convos we have in the future, because again, I feel like they said they don't expect rent, and I feel like that may be based on the fact that I only have one job right now that's like behind. Like, I've like my business has honestly taken a hit, which really sucked. But I feel like this is a perfect time to renegotiate and restructure the business, if I'm being honest with myself. Like, I started my business when I was homeless, and I feel like I started my business when I was people pleasing. And now I'm deciding like to be more direct, more on my shit, and more realistic about what I can do, because like I really want people to keep working with me, but I also want to like make sure that I'm like making good decisions, because when you're homeless, you're not like I feel like, at least for me, I wasn't thinking about the future when I'm housed. I'm thinking about the moment. I'm thinking about the day. I'm thinking about this instant. And I feel like sometimes that could be like maybe like a trauma response, like not feeling like there's gonna be a future, so let's only focus on today. And so I think that's the transition that's really like the one I'm really trying to focus on, is like thinking about myself and what I want beyond this day, this week, this month. And like that is again very scary, because I'm very much I'm very much used to being in survival mode, fight or flight, and being pretty sure that things aren't gonna work out, or they are, but who knows, like very much like anxious, but like also trying to let it go. That's a lot. And then to not see the future for yourself is also kind of distressing, but it also, I think, reaffirms for myself that I'm not gonna make it. And so believing in a future for myself, I think, is a matter of self-confidence that I'm trying to work towards. I don't even think I have a big heart. I just think like I'm not the type of person that believes like we have to like compete, and I'm also not the type of person that doesn't believe that we can't collaborate. And I think truly, like, it's gonna take people like myself, and like I know I'm not the only kind of person like myself. Like, there's a lot of like the people that are letting me stay in their house and not charging me no rent, the person that let me stay in their house for two months with their baby. Like, I feel like the reality is like it's not about having a big heart, it's about seeing community and about seeing the possibilities. And so again, if in a month or two, if I'm doing better financially and they want to renegotiate rent, I feel like that's reasonable. I feel like what we have to just remember is like, if people want to renegotiate or they change their mind, that's not a bad thing. Like, sometimes our standards or our boundaries were not strong enough for what we want to do, or what we're feeling like. So I just want to hold that like, if somebody offers you something or does something for you that's kind, they don't have to keep doing it. It would be cool if they did, right? But like, if they get to a point where they don't want to do it anymore, or they have new desires, it's reasonable. But I feel like the most important thing is that you're around people that can hold that for you as well. Like, if I decide that, like, I don't want to pay the rent, I feel like that's okay too. Like, you feel me? Like, it's like, just because they want rent, just because they may want rent at a certain point, doesn't mean I have to be like, sure. If it's not realistic for me, I'm going to be honest. But if it is, I'll be willing to renegotiate. I feel like that's just the energy I'm trying to bring, because I'm trying to be on my authenticity, bitch. That's what I'm focused on, being authentic, not people pleasing, not doing things just because I think I should, doing things because I want to do them, and having coming from a space of joy. I don't think that there are those type of people, but I do appreciate y'all, like, loving me in this way. But I do think that some of y'all may be catastrophizing, unfortunately. I think that it can be really easy to be like, what if, what if, what if? Baby, when it happens, if it happens, which, why would we even want to think about that? We got to think about some of the ways that we may be experiencing a trauma response, or maybe even a trauma bond right now, y'all. We got to talk about that. Why are we thinking about the worst case scenario? Why are we there? I think that it's important to ask ourselves, why don't we believe good things can happen? I don't know, bitch. Mariah and Whitney have a song. I'd love to hear that. But yeah, bitch, I'm on my I'm on my When You Believe, Whitney featuring Mariah, because it was Whitney featuring Mariah, babe. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. That second verse is powerful, but Whitney featuring Mariah. Let's just be clear. But yeah, bitch, I'm just gonna be believing in the collective, because again, it's not like me and Autumn haven't ruptured and repaired before. Yeah, you're used to seeing people operating under a punishment model. Unfortunately, that has been programmed in a lot of us. I think some of us are like trying to, again, we're trying to fortune tell. We're trying to think of like things that could go wrong. Like, we're trying to think of things that could be, and it's okay. It's all right. Like, again, I appreciate folks for loving me this way, but I want us to think about the best things that could happen for me and for you. I want y'all to think about that. Let's switch gears. The best thing that could happen is these are the friends that, strategize with me for housing in the future. Here's the thing. Nobody knows how I'm preparing for the worst. Nobody knows how I'm preparing for the best. All you can do is listen to what I'm saying. And I feel like I've talked about preparing for the best. I've talked about making opportunities for myself and things that are coming my way. Unfortunately for y'all, a lot of y'all are revealing that you're only thinking about negative things. I hate to tell y'all that. It might hurt you. But here's the thing. You're not going to be hurting me, because I'm only thinking of the best things that are going to happen for me, as I try to always do. So just like I left that last situation with grace, with an opportunity to connect in the future and repair ruptures with Aaron and hang out with the baby, this situation is not going to be one that mirrors that in any way. These people are not like Aaron. They don't have the same trauma that Aaron has, and they don't have the same situation that Aaron has. And I'm not saying that to be disparaging. I'm saying that to be clear that, like, this situation is not the same situation. And I'm saying that also for people that may also be here and be trying to trust people again, maybe trying to open their heart again. It's okay if people prove to not be what you thought they were. It's okay. Absolutely. Listen, it's really not on us to not get harmed. I want to put that out there right now. It's not on us to be looking behind our shoulder. Yes, we can prepare for the worst, but only so much. And also, while we're preparing for the worst, we're also, in my opinion, and it doesn't have to be yours, we're also not being candid about how, like, we're afraid. And these people that I'm staying with, they don't have an issue with communicating. I'm not staying with people who are people pleasers. Everyone is being super communicative. I hope no one feels like I'm being defensive. I'm just trying to let y'all know, like, when you're constantly worried about what's gonna happen, that's a trauma response. I'm not there, you guys. I'm not there. I'm living in a household of people I can communicate with very easily. Unfortunately, my last living situation, the communication was a problem. Clear and direct communication are hard to come by. They are. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Again, um if the situation goes left, like we'll have a conversation. Word. Word. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. But I also feel like with all due respect, there is no saving for a plan B. That's not where I'm at. And so I just want to be super candid. Like my friends are like these are my friends. Like I called Aaron my friend and like found out that we were just acquaintances, and that's my bad. You know what I mean? Like I think some people forget, and I forget that like people have to consent to be your friend, and like they have to be operating a certain type of way. And I was in such a wild situation when I first met them that I like really thought like, oh, like this is friendship. And like some people will offer things to community, but they're not interested in friendship. And like you live and you fucking learn. But I'm not trying to make these white people seem like they're like the best white people in the world. Like that's not what I'm trying to offer. But what I'm trying to offer is that like Autumn and their partner are very communicative. Like they don't people please. Like they very much know how to say no. They very much know how to say no, thank you, like with grace. And they have boundaries for me living here, and we've already discussed them because again, coming into this situation, like I wanted to be super clear with everybody about what I desired, what my needs were, and vice versa. And when they get back, I believe on Tuesday we're gonna have a house meeting at my request, which is something that again I don't typically like try to be having house meetings with people that I'm living with and I'm not paying the fucking rent. I feel like I do make myself smaller when I'm getting support, and it's something that I'm trying to unlearn. So again, I appreciate y'all loving me like this, but I also feel like in this moment I'm safe. In this moment I'm being held. And in this moment I'm with people that again will be clear with me and direct and loving, like when they're displeased or feel away. Um but I also feel like when it comes down to like preparing for the worst, like I'm just not that person. I'm just not preparing for the worst. I'm in this moment preparing for the best for myself. That's where I'm at. I'm preparing for the best. And so I know that some people can't fucking relate, and I get it. Like trust me, like bitch, I just got here. I just got here my damn self, so I have empathy for y'all. I hope I'm not coming across as like an asshole or anything like that, but I'm just not there, babes. Like the worst I truly feel like was living with those white people who were like cussing me out and like being weird and going in my room and shit. Like that's what I feel like was the worst. So I feel like looking towards the best for me is that's all I got, you know? I can't be worried about if they turn into colonizing scumbags. If they do, what I'm gonna have to do? Move again. You know what I mean? So it's like, since I already know like what I'll have to do, like since I've done it before, I'm gonna focus on things that I haven't done, which is not focusing on people fucking me over. Like I'm focusing on all the love I'm receiving. And as I said before, like even though me and Aaron have conflict, we're not out of community. And so I want to put that out there, that I can be mad as fuck at a white person, drag their ass for being white supremacists, be telling them about their fucking self, and then still want to kick it with their baby. That's how I feel about it. Like I still fuck with the child. Like I feel like, and as long as the white lady upstairs don't bother me, I'm not gonna bother her. But like I'm not like on some like fuck Aaron for life shit. Like I feel like Aaron's like requests were stressing me the fuck out, and I feel like those things can be connected. Like I can be stressed at like how she's moving and not appreciate it, and still at the end of the day still appreciate what she did do. And again, that's why I'm even living in this situation. Like these white people know I have a nuanced way of thinking. I'm not gonna be like, y'all are pieces of shit if y'all decide y'all don't want me to live here anymore. I'm gonna be like, well, let's strategize to get me the fuck out, and that's what it's gonna be. So that's really where I'm at. Like I'm not like sitting here like, okay, now I gotta fucking get a high paying job and just grind. I don't think that's gonna help me, y'all. I don't. And I know some people may want to see like some kind of like performance of like grinding. That's not what it's gonna be. I'm trying to get a fucking therapist. I'm talking to social services. Like, I'm trying to get a fucking break because I've really been fucking just trying to like I think just like being homeless like for so long, like just going through all the shit that I've been going through for so long, like I just felt like I gotta take care of it on my own. I really fucking don't. And like thinking that I have to take care of anything on my own is wild. Like thinking that I gotta be the strongest or like the most like on point. Like, I don't have to do any of that. So I want folks to know, like, you can totally take a break, you can rest. I know that it don't seem like it, but please reach out if that's not true for you. Let's try to see how we can make that real. Like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like that's the other thing is, like, it's traumatizing to, like, think about all the things that are about to go wrong. Bitch, that's where I was at, living at that last house, worried as fuck that I'm flushing the toilet wrong, worried as fuck that I did this or that wrong. Like, I took out the fucking recycling one time, and they had the nerve to be like, oh, they're not taking the recycling this week. And it's like, but it's piling up in the house. Like, where else could it have gone? And then, like weeks later, I was like, I know it's not the day, but it's getting kind of crazy. They're like, you can take it out whenever. So there was, like, an inconsistency of, like, communication, an inconsistency of, like, what I should be doing. It's like, that's not happening here. Like, they gave me some things that I should know. Bitch, and you deserve it. And I really hope people come through, like, and don't be performative. Like, just like post some people flyers in your story and go. It's not that deep. If you really don't have the money but you have the energy to post, that's who I'm calling upon. Like, that's all people really fucking need a lot of times is your energy towards their situation. And that's what's gotten my ass through. And I'm grateful as fuck for people supporting me, but I also want folks to know, like, I am prioritizing rest and peace. Abso-fucking-lutely. Nobody should have to be fucking struggling and down bad and hustling, like, just to fucking make it. Like, I'm not, like, a very, like, opulent, big spending person. Like, I'm very much a very, like, I feel like the most money that I spend, like, I'm really trying to, I feel like it's on food, bitch. Like, that's where all my money goes for fucking eating, bitch. Like, I don't really be buying shit. And this is not to say I never want to buy shit, but it's like, I've never, like, lived beyond my means or was out here, like, just living, like, ever. I feel like I might have bought a wig or two and some torrid fashions, but I've never been someone, like, that's just spending. If I'm spending money, it's usually on food for my friends and I, like, honestly. And weed and food. But yeah, with that being said, like, I probably will have new desires. I probably will have desires for other things, but as it stands right now, it doesn't cost a lot of money for me to survive. Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, with the rent being free, like, bitch, I'm actually about to be able to do so much. And it's my birthday month too, bitch. And you know what's really funny? Like, I was saying I was gonna take myself to a spa on my birthday. I was like, it's gonna happen, I don't care. And then I started, like, getting depressed because I started feeling like it wasn't gonna happen. And I was telling my friend Royal, I was like, bitch, I don't feel like we're gonna be able to get a motherfucking hotel for my birthday. Like, I don't feel like it's gonna be real. And she was like, how do you know? And I was like, bitch, I love you. Like, I live for her. Like, she's so fucking, I live. Again, I only chill with people that have fairy godmother energy. Like, all my friends work in silence for each other's good. We all have a smile in our voice when we talk about each other. Like, that is all I'm fucking with these days. And again, I know I said a lot of stuff about my last living situation, and I felt that shit. I did. And am I feeling new things today? Absolutely. And I'm grateful that I do. I feel like the way that I left their house was, like, really sweet and, like, really emotional, but also very clear and direct. And so I'm just hoping moving forward, like, I can maintain my connections with people and still be candid about how their behavior is hurting me, but also still hold space for how I may be hurting them and how they say that they're feeling. Bitch, if I did win the lottery, I'm gonna be so fucking for real, bitch. Like, if I ever win a big sum of money, bitch, and, like, and you hear this, you remember this, like, please hit me up. Because, like, babe, I never want to be holding on to wealth at all, bitch. Like, I feel like if I ever get a bunch of money, I'm buying, like, some land, and I'm gonna try to, like, see how many people I could get up over there, bitch, to motherfucking start a colony or something, because I'm just tired, ho. I'm tired of people struggling. Like, every time I turn around, somebody doing a flyer, just for what? For housing. Just to fucking live somewhere. Like, shit is sick as fuck. That's why, like, honestly, bitch,
Bitch, honestly, these hoes don't even understand, bitch. These hoes don't even fucking understand. Like again, I feel like I haven't talked about like my future ideas and plans, but I actually have a meeting to go to next month. Which is like a housing discrimination board, bitch, because I'm going to be putting a couple white people on the fucking docket, ho. Cause I'm tired. Like, listen, bitch, I'm on my political organizer fucking shit. Now that I don't have to pay rent, bitch, I could really tap into community in a different way right now. Cause rent be like all your money, bitch. Rent be all your energy, don't it? Like all your energy be going to the fucking rent. Oh my god, shit is sick. So yeah, like I'm trying to just use this time wisely, like to gain skill, gain knowledge, and figure it out. Yeah. You said hold on to wealth and chase beauty, bitch. I'm dead. Nah, it's not about activist spaces. It's about like actively like going into community and like facilitating situations. Like I'm focusing on like organizing around food and housing. I'm not trying to like be pretending like white people are really listening to people, bitch. Like that DEI bullshit, it's not real. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to focus on food. Community is real. We're in one right now, babe, and you're scaring me. You're scaring me. We're in one right now. I'm just saying, community is everywhere. It's for all of us. And anytime you think that you're not a part of community, babe, let's take a moment. Let's take a little moment. Yeah. Again, I feel like I'm hearing folks say things that are, nah, don't apologize. It sounds like you've been harmed. I'm glad you're breaking silence. You didn't do anything wrong. Like sometimes it can feel like you're doing something wrong by talking about your experience somewhere. You don't have to apologize to me, babe. You didn't do nothing wrong. I mean, I don't think capitalism is inside of us. I think we're all colonized, unfortunately. I think that. I think that we all need to decolonize. Word. I mean, I care. We're listening. I mean, we're all listening to you right now. I mean, I don't know how many people are like actively like listening, but I'm actively listening. I know that. And I mean, if you want to talk about more of your experience, please feel free. Word. I'm sorry to hear that. And see, that's, yo, and I be talking about that. I feel like I was just talking about that. I was like, the colonizer's reality is where we live. So I understand why people are like, I'ma just move like them. I get that. And I'm sorry to hear that, genuinely. Because I understand, like, just believing that, like, that's what's going to keep you safe or going to, like, keep you in having money, support. And, like, I don't think so, really. Especially now. Like, I just feel like capitalism is really past the late stage. Like, it's actually crumbling. Like, capitalism is actually crumbling. Like, how many times have you looked at something in the store and just started laughing? Capitalism is fucking crumbling. And that's why it's important for us to really talk to each other. Because at some point, baby, we're going to have to run up in there and get that food, babe. We're going to all have to run up. Go for the rice, bitch. Go for the arroz and the beans, bitch. I'm not playing with you. Like, when you start seeing people run up, because that's the thing. It's like no one's gonna tell you like the world is ending. Like, motherfuckers just gonna be running up, taking what they need and going. And it's already happening. But I'm telling you, go for the rice and the beans, bitch. The dried shit. Fuck the canned shit. Fuck the canned. Go for the dried. Promise you. Yup. I mean, get some canned stuff, but I would go for the dry grains. Oatmeal, sugar, baby sugar. Ooh, salt. Yeah. Listen, I hear you saying that you lost community trying to do the whole thing, but you didn't. You didn't. Like, you might only have yourself right now, like, physically, but there are other people that will hold space for you and that have probably been through the same thing. Yeah, but I'm hearing you, though. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, trying to live your praxis is not fucking easy. Because I want to fight white people sometimes, but I also don't want to go to jail, you know? So trust me, I understand, like, feeling, like, conflicted as fuck. Like, damn. canned fish be on point, bitch. I took my tuna back. I was about to leave my tuna, but they don't even like mayonnaise. So I was like, no, I'm going to take my tuna back because all their tuna got flavors. I do a tuna salad. And I'm going to probably make a tuna salad. Oh, my God. I'm just so excited. Like, honestly, also, like, if I could be super real, like, living with a lot of animals is a lot. Like, I like how many animals they have in theory because it's cute. It's like, oh, look, a cat over here. Oh, look at that cat. But sometimes, baby, I swear to God, it was the most nightmare shit I ever seen. It was like a few weeks ago, they had just put up the Christmas tree, got it all looking nice. Bitch, honestly, you know what I seen? Bitch, they had fucking some baby Jordans in the motherfucking tree. Bitch, I was crying. That tree was so fucking gay and black. I was dying. It was beautiful. It was some baby Jordans. It was a My Little Pony, bitch, hanging up in there. It was cute as fuck. Oh, I mean, outing yourself as someone aware is dangerous if other people aren't willing to be dangerous with you, bitch. Okay. Because we all dangerous. We're all very dangerous. And we have to hold that too. We all got danger. We all can bring danger. And so just hold that with your spirit, babe. We can all be real dangerous. Okay? All of us. And so we have to be around people that are willing to stay dangerous and curious at the same motherfucking time. Yeah, you really don't. I don't know. I feel like choosing to love people and be and to hold them. I think that could be dangerous. It could be seen as or interpreted that way. But I choose to believe that like the world we are living in is not real, and that's why it's even more fucking wild. Like, so I don't want you to shame yourself, friend, because like I'm really just on the other side of the shits. Like, trust me, like, bitch, I used to be real like what's the point of being alive? Like, even being born is like harm. Like, someone birthing you in this system is harm. And I don't want you to feel like you're doing too much, because like I just feel like we all have space at the table. Like, there's nothing wrong with being nihilistic. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I feel like I'm on some motherfucking radical optimism, bitch. I'm like, oh, the fucking colonizers getting sick, the colonizers getting worried. But that's the thing, though. It does matter, because us being able to see it as fake is not a take that everybody has. Like, some people really think this shit is real still. Like, some people really think that this shit is changing because of queer people and trans people. Bitch, I'm on some radical optimism, bitch. The colonizer can't get us, because honestly, like, it's just not possible. Like, they want to so bad. Like, babe, the colonizer be putting billboards out here trying to get us to hate Hamas. Like, the colonizer is so silly. They really think that they got us. But at the same time, though, I understand, like, where you're coming from. Like, I don't want you to think, like, it's all pie in the sky. Fuck no. But a friend told me once, revolution pending survival, bitch. So if you feeling like you ain't about to survive this, you feeling real extra stressed, why the fuck would you think about revolution? Why the fuck would you be there? Like, honestly, like, if you are not surviving in a particular way, revolution don't even fucking matter. Like, so just consider that, like, oh, we're calling this the end of capitalism, not late stage. Late stage was when people were realizing what was, like, really fucking us up, but, like, not seeing it as white supremacy, because, like, that's so frustrating. Like, it's white supremacy then capitalism, because capitalism is informed by white supremacy, so we're still not talking about white people, even though we are. So, anyways, and, like, so we're at capitalismisdone.com. Bankrupt. Chapter 11, 7, and 13. That's what this stage is called. Chapter 7, 11, and 13. Yes. Yes, we're at Embezzle. Woo!